Back from the mountains and in the comfort of my own home, we talk about shooting some Portra 400 in Buffalo, Wyoming. This in total is my third roll ever shot on a film camera, so we decided to go out and shoot some mountainous scenery, something that I haven't even done on a digital camera yet. So let's take a look at how I did. We were staying with my best friend who has a 400 head cattle ranch on the outskirts of town, so I decided that their brand was probably a good place to shoot my first shot. Walking down their lonely driveway to collect my thoughts and quiet my inner demons, I yet again found what Key and I would be in a different universe together. After an exhausting 2 shots of film, we decided to head into town to see if Key could channel her inner cowboy persona before heading out to see some of Hayden's cows. However, this lifestyle comes with a cost.
$330.
After fighting for my life convincing Key that she doesn't need those cowboy boots, we headed out to Hayden's property under the Bighorn Mountains, which was quite a ways outside of town. Going where minivans cannot, we finally found a small group resting under a lonely tree. I asked them to look disinterested and turn away from me. They all listened perfectly. Against Hayden's will, I had him stand in front of his cows. We compromised by having him face the other way. And I actually really like how this one turned out.
See you, girl.
Walking back, we saw the white truck poking out against the skyline. However, it's just a little too blue for my liking. Back in Hayden's crusty windshield of a truck, we decided to sit 3 in the front, primarily to test his patience, but also to equally enjoy the views. That was a good one. Well, the shot was decent, but there was a fire on the Montana border, which ended up making everything in northern Wyoming very, very hazy from the smoke. I don't think it necessarily ruined any of the shots, however, it just limited my depth of field. We made our way to the highest point on US 16, which is Powder River Pass, and across from the sign there is a tall, jagged mountain, which doesn't look fun to sled down in the winter. Almost 10,000 feet wasn't enough, so we decided to get a better view. However, you could tell the wind was almost hard to walk in. On the opposite side, we got on the peak of the hill to capture one of the better landscape photos of the day, and this cautionary observation by Key.
Bro, if we fell off this, we would die.
If I would have had to buy those cowboy boots, I might have jumped. Running away before she pushed me off, we headed back down the mountain. We had made note of several spots we wanted to see, including Loaf Mountain Overlook. A good stopping point to give Hayden the reins of the drone, which scared me a little. However, I somewhat trusted him. Descending further down the mountain, we popped onto this dirt road, which ended up giving me 2 of my favorite shots from this part of the day.
This guy's difficult.
Fast forward to the next morning, we decided to explore the downtown part of Buffalo, where they had some really cool murals and signs. This actually ended up being one of my favorite shots from the downtown. I like the row of circular signs hanging from all similar heights, while the Focal Point Hotel sign is higher and rectangular. I also really like the paid actor sitting having a cup of coffee. Across from the coffee cup cowboy were some old cowboys, but painted on the side of a building. I decided to summit these random stairs on the side of this nature-painted building to get a different view of this western-looking storefront. After finding no bathrooms close, I decided to, no, just kidding, I was actually taking a shot of the river that was running through town. Kind of a cool scene because it feels like you're in the mountains, but in fact you're just 100 feet away from a Verizon store. Banished to the riverbed, I decided to exhaust my last frame of Portra on this retro-looking wooden building. And that caps off my exploration of Buffalo, Wyoming. I really enjoyed shooting this area and being able to spend an extended period of time there. You gotta go explore places while you're not in the middle of 4 sports seasons at once, so it was a good little getaway. And with that, I'll see you next week.